Halloween 2024 in Sadler's Woods. It's about 75 degrees on October 31st, 2024, which is extremely unusual. When my kids were little, they always had to wear sweaters and all kinds of clothes underneath their costumes so that they wouldn't freeze to death, but certainly not now. It's the last day of October. We've had exactly 0 rain the entire October, and I think it only rained once in September. So this is the driest October certainly on record, and the driest September and October on record. So you can see the leaves have nicely laid themselves on the ground for a nice walk, and it's just looking beautiful. The yellow leaves are starting to fall now. So it's golden. Just a beautiful, beautiful day. And there's no kids in the forest. I guess they're all out knocking on doors, demanding candy. Maybe that's why I'm walking through the forest now. Halloween isn't fun after your kids are grown up. My youngest is 30 and she's in Germany, and she's miserable that she's missing Halloween. Well, I guess when you grow up with Halloween, you just never want to let go. On Sunday, the clocks turn back, and we lose summertime. We go to standard time, but not in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico doesn't do any of this clock changing. None of that nonsense. It's only for colder areas. So October 31st, 2024, we are 5 days away from the federal elections, and everyone is freaking out, terrified that all this masses of money from billionaires is going to swing the election. We hope not. But on a side note, Google was fined a decillion rubles, dollars. Anyway, it's dollars with a 1 and 20 zeros. So Russia's really mad at Google, and they fined them more than the gross domestic product of the whole world. So it's like, does Russia have a sense of humor, or are they just incredibly stupid? Maybe both. What did Google do that made them demand that Russia made? What did Google do that made Russia demand more than the GDP of the entire planet? I suppose they'll go to court, and a judge will say, "Oh yeah, that was probably a little extreme. We'll just take a couple of zeros off." Maybe 3 or 4 zeros, maybe 10. That's the creek down there. There's very little water in it because, of course, it hasn't rained for two months. What's interesting to me is New Jersey's in a drought, and looking at the forest, everything looks pretty terrific. Nothing looks sort of shriveled up, and I believe it's all because of groundwater. We have a lot of groundwater in New Jersey. In fact, that's where our drinking water comes from, underneath massive aquifers. See how green that is? That does not look like a drought. It's not a drought scene. Yeah, I'm learning a lot about droughts and weather. One thing that I've discovered from this drought is that during the day, like today, it's 75 degrees. And it'll go down to about 30 as soon as the sun goes, because there's no water in the air, so there's nothing to trap the heat. So when the sun goes down, we're far enough away from the sun in October that it doesn't stay warm. I believe this is like a desert climate. This is apparently what we're experiencing is what they have in Phoenix in Arizona all the time. Dry air, which is actually very pleasant. That's the problem with climate change. It feels good. And then you find that Spain is underwater. North Carolina's underwater. Where else? There have been floods all over the place. Well, we get no rain. Oh, these trees are beautiful. There was a man that I used to see walking through here with binoculars looking for owls. And apparently there are owls, and they're high up. And sometimes they lay eggs and make little owls. Hope you're enjoying this walk as much as I am. This is, for me, the perfect Halloween. Walking through an enchanted forest. Hearing people in the background. That's the Paul VI church and school over on that side. And on this side there's another school. The public school. Haddon Township. And ahead of us, across the street, is the middle school and high school, the Haddon Township. But at the moment, this is just a tranquil oasis. Yeah, we're not hearing sports because it's Halloween. Kids all have their costumes on, and as I said before, they're bugging the neighbours, demanding candy. Well, politely. No threats involved, although trick or treat sounds like a threat. This tree here, I love the way the trees grow together. This one just sort of split in two, joined at the hip, and then it isn't. Fairly frequently, one of these huge trees just falls over, and you find that the roots are all dry. I wonder if that will happen to some of these. Look at this one here, with this hole in it, which looks like it was two branches divided off, and then they said to hell with it, we're coming back together. Let's hope that's what happens in the United States. We all join together. And we work to get rid of the billionaires. Probably not. Empires will fall, and the United States will fall. I was hoping it would last a little longer than 100 years or 250 years. We don't know. Meanwhile, I hope this forest stays gorgeous forever. Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, there's still some red leaves there. It's amazing, every couple of days when I come here, it looks completely different. As some leaves change colour and fall, and other leaves change colour and don't fall. Now the ivy is very green. I've seen ivy turn red, but it doesn't seem to be doing that here, not yet. Maybe it will later. This little path in the spring has all kinds of flowers along it. Here are some trees with fallen down. This was a while ago. You can hear the sound of traffic. And there's the creek down there, where I sat during the eclipse in April, next to a snake. You can see that video if you look at the playlist, Woods and Forests. That's the creek there. You can't even see it. Can't see any water there at all. Yeah, I won't get very far here because there's another downed tree just over there. I'll just try and get around this way. I wouldn't have been able to do this a few weeks ago because all the leaves were on the bushes and the trees. Some of it's prickly, wild rose. Look, this little holly tree there. They grow all over the place. I have a lot in my front and backyard, and they're rather nice. They grow very, very tall, if they're allowed to. That's some very nice holly tree. I think that's a good one. I hope that one survives. Now, holly trees, of course, don't get eaten because they're prickly. So, look at that. I don't know what that is. It looks like it might be the start of a maple tree. There are a lot of maple trees in these woods, as well as poplars, spruce. Actually, the spruce and the fir trees, and pine trees, there aren't very many of them, which is actually surprising. There are some, but mostly the trees lose their leaves. Rather than have needles. Actually, that's what's very surprising. I can't see any from here. I have pine, spruce, fir trees in my front yard and backyard. Cypress. see all these trees that fall down. They fall down in the forest and they stay there, and they're very happy there. They're not causing trouble. They're just sort of sitting there, slowly disintegrating, becoming part of the earth again, which is rather nice. I like that. Kind of like an air burial that Thai Buddhists like in the Himalayas. And an air burial just means once your spirit has departed, your body is put out on a mountain and chewed up by whoever wants to have a go at you. Here we are. That's the creek. Look at that. No water in it at all. Or rather, tiny little bit. And here we have, see, there's trees over there fallen down. Yeah, I can't imagine that these woods will not be stressed by the lack of rain. Look at this. This can be quite a respectable stream when it wants to be, when it rains. But look at this, it's just a little puddle. Where does this water come from? Maybe from underground. Gosh. And we have over there a tree that fell. Oh, I see an animal over there. Looks like a beaver or something. There are a lot of animals here, but they stay out of my way. I've even seen deer here. A whole family, mom and dad, and kids, which is really cute. And I've only seen snakes here 3 times in the over 40 years that I've been coming here. Well, they opened it as Sadler's Woods Conservation Area in 2002. So that's mainly when I've been walking. Since then, which of course is 22 years. So in 22 years I've seen the snakes 3 times. Which doesn't mean there aren't a lot of snakes, it just means I haven't seen them. They don't go out of their way to show themselves. And especially when they're the same color as the leaves. Okay, this is Susanna Dodgson. Hope you enjoyed this. I did. Signing off. Sadler's Woods, New Jersey. Westmont, New Jersey, part of Camden County. Get off at the Westmont stop in Patco and just walk up Crystal Lake Avenue and kind of run into it. Turn right on MacArthur Boulevard and you're here. Thank you for watching.